I'll make myself go. Kim, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that it's working for you. It makes things easier when it comes to having conversations with people because you're just reaching out just to simply tell them happy birthday.
Exactly.
It's not forced. It comes great. And like I said, a lot of people who birthdays, they either going to go somewhere, they're traveling somewhere, and that goes to a whole different conversation. Oh, that's amazing. Where are you going? Where are you staying? My super duper travel producer hat comes on because I do want to know. I want to know if it's a resort that I'm familiar with or if it's something that I'm not familiar with. Then we transition over to conversation. Did you book it yourself or did you book it through somebody else? 9 times out of 10, they booked it themselves. I just came across a young lady. She's a nurse. And her friends use this particular group for young groups. It's similar to our supplier for young people between the ages of 18 and 35. G Adventures is very similar to it. And it's good for solo travelers, and she wants to travel more, but she is limited because her fear factor of traveling solo is taken into place. And so with that being said, we had a conversation and we're still going to have a conversation. I'm going to set up a time to have a talk with her because guess what? Jay, one of her first places she wants to go is Bali for a solo trip. And we were just talking about the safety in Bali in general. Overall, it's great for solo travelers. So I'm going to spill a tea and drop some nuggets for her. But as well, I was looking at the actual supplier that she gave to me to see if they do commissions just like G Adventures, because G Adventures is like a high tempo mostly, but this one seemed like more of a low impact type of supplier, but still offers the same thing for young people. So I was like, oh, thank you for giving me the 411 on this. She didn't know she was giving me a supplier, but that's what I took it as, is another one to add to my list. I was trying to make myself co-host. Thank you for sharing, Kim, your wins. Participants. All right, here we go. All right, making myself co-host. Here we go. All right. So as we were just talking about with streaming on Vimeo, here's Vimeo right here. So you guys, can y'all see my screen or am I not sharing it? Let me make sure. Hold on. Share screen. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so here is Vimeo, and this is what I was talking about. See, 9 hours ago, they just posted the IMD for Winning Wednesday, and then you have the UK as well that does their IMD and over across the pond, which is absolutely amazing to listen to as well. If you want to understand what the United Kingdom is doing and what the business partners over there are doing, we have Ireland, we have the UK, we have all those surrounding areas, and then we're looking to move to Germany as well. So take heed because social media is big, and I know people, and I know some people know some people who know some people who are across the pond. So take a look at that. But this is where you will get everything to include the corporate trainings, and it'll come up as basic training. And so if you didn't see the training, JP Watkins, so you want to go full time, where she breaks it down, how you can actually look at what you're doing as an entrepreneur and reflect it with your job, your career, or whatever your profession is, and do an analysis as well as bring in some input for people who are entrepreneurs on a full-time basis and get their insight as well. So this is a place where you would go to get all of your previous trainings. And some of the trainings go back at least a year. Some trainings you'll see that's 4 years old, they may not be available at right now because they did a transition. So it may or may not be available, but this is where you can actually find all the previous videos that you have not seen. So that's one. The next thing that I'm about to show you is a quick video that one of the mentors sent to me here. in one of our groups. Where is it? Oh, by the way, this is the accountability group that I'm in for Mr. Moore. Right now, the numbers are 24,540 for him. Remember, we're going to 25,000. So, hey, we're getting very, very close. And this is after a week of going back of attrition where it went down. It dropped. It's amazing to see attrition on the bigger level, meaning the loss. It dropped down. We were at the same point last week. And if anyone knows, on the 28th or at the end of the month, that's what we call where everyone pretty much goes through their cycle of a billing cycle where IntelliTravel is going through and they're, collecting monies, right? And so a lot of people drop off. So it went all the way from 24.5 to 24.3. It just with attrition, but within that week, it came back. So now it's the beginning of the month right now. So it's full throttle ahead, like I said, in retrospect to the big team. If you ever want to know when people talk about the mission and vision for Planet and what's going on right now with the mission and the vision, well, the mission, of course, is to make ordinary people make extraordinary income, doing this on a part-time basis. While having a plan A, they can have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, and Mr. Bradley's vision to go internationally, more than 30 countries, of course. But Mr. Moore, our direct mentor and coach, he is going to be one of the first 7 stars, and our team will be the first 7-star team, which means he'll have a 25,000 people of 25. He has more than 25,000. But he will have 25,000 people balanced to make him a 7-star. But here we're going to listen to Mr. Deion Sanders
first. Then
let me know if you guys hear this or don't hear it.
Want it first. Then you got to work it. Then you have the opportunity to win it. But it all starts with your want. You got to want this. I can't want this for you. You got to want this like no other. Then the work has to happen. And see, the work and the want got to add up together to want each other. Then that puts you in a position to win. Ain't nobody giving you no W. You got to go take that thing, man.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
Look, Deion said ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, right?
You gotta go take it.
You gotta go take it. Mr. White just said something similar. That in this world, no one's gonna give you anything for free, not even your job, right? You got to work hard for what you're doing, even in your career, to get to the next level. Period. So, with that being said, the Fireball 9 people from January 2nd to July the 7th. That is the qualifying period. If you make that, or should I say, when you make that goal a part of your challenges and your wins for the future, you will be walking across that stage. The award is really beautiful, but not only that, Mr. Moore is also doing something very special, an event only, invitation only, because you have to be a Fireball to be able to go to this event at convention. All right. So that is what's happening for Fireball, giving everyone 411 that you still have time to do it. So now let's jump into the calendar. I just recently sent out the June calendar. Did anyone not get the June calendar?
Got it. I think I had a question for you though.
Okay, because we're about to get ready to go over it. So
okay.
Think about your question. I'm going to bring up the calendar right now. And if you don't have the calendar, speak now, forever hold your peace.
I don't think I got a calendar.
Okay, so I can drop it for you. If you are getting my messages from my 254-247-1224 number, you have got to download. It may not come through as a picture. It'll say community and it'll ask you to download it. I sent it on, I think, the 3rd of June. I've been realizing that because I've been sending it to myself as well. That's what's the problem. Is I'm like, oh, I didn't see it because I didn't download it.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't see that, and I don't know how. Okay.
It's okay. All right. I dropped the magic of compound recruiting in there. Now I'm going to open up this calendar. Okay. All right, here is the June calendar. All right, this is what went out earlier this week. This is a part of Director Mayberry's team. As most of you guys know, she adopted me a long time ago. I've been underneath her wing for quite some time. And so hence we have access to be able to attend different things that she has scheduled now. She's one of the people that I do know that has like a great system in place that's very detailed and structured oriented with times and everything for you to put in your calendar so you'll know ahead of time. It takes away the excuse of I didn't know. Now you have the access to know and you have the access to put it on your calendar. So on Sundays, they have meet the directors. This is for new business partners. And this is basically, they have all their directors on. And it's not like a meet the directors I've ever really been a part of. It's not only you getting to see them from the face, but they're also talking to you about your business, like what getting started in your business, things about feeling overwhelmed in your business and different things of that nature. So it's really a good informational Zoom for new business partners. So I always have new business partners go to this meet the directors as well, so they can listen and hear from directors within the company, and feel free to ask any questions that they may have at the end. Coaching call is literally a call. That's why it's a dial-in, a 563 number. It literally lasts 15 to 20 minutes tops. You're just listening. It's almost like you're listening to a podcast, and there's no Q&A. It's really going over a self-development, a book, or whatever the case may be. Like I told you, it's the magic compound recruiting right now. And it's a very informative call as well. If you are in alignment with your career, you should have self-development in your aspect. 30 minutes. If you're a super duper travel producer, it still should be self-development, learning something, getting certifications as well. But also on the marketing side, directly feeding yourself, filling up your cup with other people who are coaching you. So Director Jasmine did it earlier today. She's very passionate because she's a mother of twins who kept her at home. So her story is, hey, she's a wife, she's a mother of two, raising them on a full-time basis, different things, aspects with the twins' health that has taken advantage, but this opportunity has allowed her to stay at home to be able to take care of her children. So that's her story. So she's very passionate when she's on the coaching call. You can hear it in her voice. Making money moves. Making money moves is an opportunity meeting. What does that mean? It's a presentation. I mean, you were sent a video or you were invited to a Zoom when you first got started in this business. However, you probably haven't attended a presentation or heard a presentation since, maybe, not sure. But if you are in that position, then I would like for you to put it on your calendar that this is an opportunity where you can invite other people to listen to the opportunity just like you heard it, but also it allows you to know more about your business. Like I never gets dull listening to a presentation because everybody presents differently, and you can take a little hint and clues from different people and how they present. I take notes all the time, y'all, because I love, like Pastor Burnside, when she does the presentation, she makes it interactive, and I love interaction. She says, on the slide frame where it has 70 to 80% of the commission, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's like the fifth or sixth slide. Like 78% of the commission has weddings. It has, all the things that you can do, fraternities, sororities, and stuff like that. So she says, hey, I want you guys, this is where we're going to do interactive. And she says, I want you to say, I got that. And then she'd have them to, say, I got that. If it's in the chat, put, I got that. So she goes down like, do you do cruises? I got that. Do you do hotels? I got that. Do you do rental cars? I got that. So basically what she's sharing with them is that before you end this presentation, I'm going to show you what all the access that you have as a travel business owner and the resources and tools that you have. And so that gets the crowd into it, and it allows them to other people who are the guests to see exactly the different things that they have access to. So it's amazing. You should watch different presentations. So that is Making Money Moves. It's an opportunity meeting. Mr. Morris team call every Tuesday. That is the opportunity where he'll do some coaching, but the last Tuesday of each month is always an opportunity where he will present the opportunity. He may or may not have slides. Most of the time he does it. And he may be doing it with another director, and it's a verbal, but it's really impactful. Or he might bring in other people to do testimonials. But mostly it's to spotlight and highlight different directors and their stories. That's part of our team, who is in direct alignment with Mr. Moore, to where they get to share. They have just hit 1-star director, 2-star, 3-star, 4, 5, whatever level that they hit, and they share their process of what they went through getting to their next level. He also acknowledges bronze builders, silver builders, and gold builders that are brand new by putting in the chat. So if you haven't been a part of the team call, then that is an opportunity for you to chime in, zoom in. It is also recorded, and you can find the recordings under the Facebook group page. And let me go to the Facebook group page, because a lot of people may or may not know what the Facebook is for Mr. Moore's team. That's not it. There we go. Oh, I'm on my tablet. Hey, me. So if you are not a part of this group, please chime in right now so you can be a part of this group. It's Orlando's team of champions. Is anyone not a part of this group so that you can get in right now?
I don't think I'm a part of it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. Who said what? Go.
It's me, Jay. I'm not a part of the group.
And Barbara, I don't think I'm a part.
Yeah,
Jay, Lady J. Is it Lady J? I always be sure.
It's Lady, the letter J, and then Bookum, BOOKUMS.
Are we friends? We should be friends, Lady J.
Maybe not on Facebook.
Let me go see. Let's
I'm
go
not
make.
in.
Let's be friends. I gotta be friends so I can ask you. Let's go be friends first. Oh, am I in group still? Hold on.
I'm not in there either, Jennae.
Okay. Search Facebook. What is happening? No. All right. Let's go. Hold on. Let's own it right here. Make it easy. That's the group. Groups. Okay. Facebook. ID. Is it a page, Jay, or is it actual, like profile, personal profile?
I have a profile and a page. They're both Lady J Bookums. Maybe I can go and copy it and send you a link to my page. Hold fast.
I am following you on. I found you. I follow you. Let me see. There's a follow. Let the Oh, I see your body pics. Oh, they so pretty. She done loaded her content for me to go to. Look at drool all over. Pretty, pretty. All right. So let me see if I don't. So since they start this follow thing, I don't know. Does it still let you as when you follow to do it? I know friends. Yeah, I think this is weird. I haven't done it, and it don't add friends.
Wait,
Okay.
maybe let me go to Facebook because maybe I have to accept your request.
I just sent well, I'm trying to send a friend request because I apparently am at my maximum capacity. So as a
Oh, okay,
follow,
you just follow me, but you didn't
add you.
friend.
So
Yeah.
I learned something. Following does not put you in the doesn't allow you to put people in a group. Friends allow you to put in a group. So
Right.
Miss Barbara, you're next. Co-host, can y'all make sure y'all let the peoples in that if I can't see them? Miss Barbara, what's the last name? Make sure I got you.
Henry White.
Did I spell it right? Miss Barbara, did I spell it right? Yeah, Henry White. I did. Oh, we gotta be friends. We
I
are
wonder
friends.
if we are friends.
Are,
Is it because it's missing the hyphen between Henry and White? I don't know if that matters.
let me see. And then if not, then maybe you already here. So let me see real quick. Um, yeah, Miss Barbara, you are in here.
Okay, thanks.
You are welcome. All right.
So it
Who
looks
else?
like I would have to follow you from like, or add you as a friend, not from my Facebook page, but my actual Facebook profile.
Yes,
Yeah. So then I would have to follow your Facebook profile, not your Facebook page.
that will be correct. You just did that.
Well, no, I'm about to, because I followed your, I'm guessing this is your Facebook page, I mean your Facebook profile, but I need to find your actual Facebook. I'm sorry, I followed your Facebook page, but I need to find you on your regular Facebook profile.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
Who else is not in the group?
Me, India.
All right, and they're invited. So you should look at your alarms to see your little notification. Anybody else? Okay, you just got to get Jay in. All right. So when you go in here, of course, you see all the different things, but you also have it to where, let's see, where they put it at. I used to the search. I think it's team call. What's going on with my team? Team. Okay, so if you go into the search, Director LaWanda Baker, she's really good about putting in the uploads for the Zoom. So this one is from this week, the weekly Team Zoom. Like I said, just go into the chat of the search, hit Team Zoom, and you'll be able to see the recording. So if you did not get to see different recordings, just go type it in. And here she even said, wish she had the playback Zoom, which granted, type in TZ plays playback in the search. And hashtag TV back. And the different Zooms will come up. So that's how you get the team Zooms if you happen to miss the team Zooms that occur every Tuesday night. So remember, I always say to you, look at the calendar, look at what your hours of operation are daily. If it fits in your calendar or what your daily operations for your business is, then that's great. If it doesn't, look and see if there are recordings. So if we're going through the calendar, and we're going to do this the first of each month, or Mr. Moore's Team Zoom, you want to make sure you annotate an R because it's recorded. Basic training for Wednesday, we just went over that. You want to annotate it with the R because it's recorded. And you might even want to side note Vimeo so that you can see it. Winning Wednesday, that is an opportunity meeting that happens at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's an opportunity again for you to, invite guests. The difference on this Winning Wednesday, most of the people who are doing this Winning Wednesday are directors, and the majority of them are six-figure income earners. So that's a great tool to leverage off of. They have a calendar, they go with a schedule, but you will see most of them are six-figure income earners, and most of them do it on a part-time basis. So if you have that busy person who's too busy, you definitely want to get them on Winning Wednesday, because most of them work a full-time job. Our wives or husbands are married or single, working this business on a part-time basis for that busy person. It's always a good one to leverage when you have different people who are for greens, who are analytical, because there are some analytical directors. It's really good for those who are reds who want to talk about the money, because you can leverage this Zoom and talk about these particular speakers who are making six figures on a part-time basis in residual income, but yet still have a full-time job and a full-time life. All right. So be able to leverage that. And then, of course, afterwards, we have the team training, which is first Wednesday of each month is marketing. And every Wednesday after that is training. And then I think the last Wednesday is Q&A for travel training, even though you can do travel, ask questions based off, whatever every Wednesday. But on the final Wednesday of each month, they open it up for Q&A for the whole session. All right, Thursday, again, you have a team launch. This is those who are needing to launch their business. If you've launched your business, you can do a relaunch, just to be very clear about what launching your business is. So everybody has a soft launch or pre-launch in a business. You see a new Chick-fil-A, or you need a new Popeyes, or any restaurant opening, they may send out coupons or anything like that. But the first day they do like a big deal to where, hey, they're having their grand opening. But they also kind of do soft lunches to let people know, hey, this is what we got going on. We got a new location, so people can be aware. You do the same thing with your business. We always say, don't be a silent business owner, so people don't know what you're doing. So this is an opportunity on the team launch that you can be verbally called out. If you want to be launched for this, if you want to have your name called out, then you would just let me know, or let me know, and then I will send in the information to those who are presenting to say, hey, this person, they need it by a certain time. If you're going to be launching, I would say I don't like doing things at the last minute, so I would say do it by Wednesday. Send me the message so I can send it on to the person so that they can give it. Make sure the person who's presenting that Thursday can be able to say, thank you so much for jumping on the Zoom for Marquita. She's launching her business, or Miss Barbara. She's launching her business, and then have that interaction of having your name called out. Truly appreciate the guests that's supporting them. And then Friday, Freedom Friday, is an opportunity call with our coach, our mentor, the number 3 income earner, none other than Director Orlando Moore. This is a presentation where he does have slides, and he may do it by himself, or he might bring in another director. And hardly in his absence, because he's not really absent a lot on this Freedom Friday calls, he will have somebody sit in for him who is, again, making 6 figures or have a ring on that finger. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure males, military, people who are detail oriented, greens, reds, yellows, he caters to them all on this call. So this is a very good call for you to also leverage on a Friday. So then the last one on Saturday, Saturday, you have opportunity webinars as well. So each day, basically Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you have an opportunity meeting that you can invite to. If you didn't know, there's also an opportunity meeting on Tuesday, Travel Talk Tuesday, with Mr. Damian Goins. Last week he presented. He's a principal out of the Maryland area. He's also a part of the fraternity Kappa. He's also still working as a principal full time, and everybody know how educators are getting paid. He's very clear about that. But he worked this business on a part-time basis, which was able to retire, or I should say, give her job back to his wife, who had their little girl about 3 or 4 years ago. So she's at home being able to take care of her, and she's also a 2-star director. So again, he's an educator, and when he does his presentation or any Power Hour or any corporate trainers or anything like that, you definitely want to listen because he drops some gems and they be very good gems at that. And then self-development. We talked about the IMD. We even played the one from Winning Wednesday earlier and talked about how you can get the different ones. We also talked about convention, 22nd through the 24th, Fireball, and the impact of being able to walk across that stage. You can also walk across the stage as a goal builder and a goal builder plus, I do believe, still, and receive your pin for it and have your name be displayed on a big jumbotron as well. So if you're going to convention, you want to make the most of it, then this is what you definitely want to do. All right, everybody. Now it's time for the let's see. I think I have one more. Oh, there is something else that's popping off as well. Photos. Lunch and Learn is happening Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. This is another opportunity to bring on guests as well as you can listen to this. I always say it's great to listen again to the Zooms. And it's about 30 minutes. If people are late, they're gonna miss it because it's gonna be over by 12:15. The presentation is halfway done. So if you have guests coming, I came on late, they might want to just do it again on another day because they missed half the presentation because it's really specific because most lunches last 30 minutes, so they in and out. And I think I can type in the Travel Tip Tuesday one here as well, and I can bring up that bring up that. Oh, I stopped my screen, y'all. Just hold on. Looking at my folder for business so I can get that to you. It's my business folder. My apologies as I'm looking for my folder that has the flyers inside of it. In the meantime, did I get your question answered for you, Kim?
Yes, you did, Jennae. I was always confused when I looked at the calendar, which meetings we can invite prospects to. And that's what I was just telling my husband. So now I know of meetings Monday through Saturday, because I was kind of disconnected on that part, what we can and cannot invite prospects to. So
Awesome.
thanks for explaining that.
I'm glad it helped. You guys, oh, here it is, business. All right. It's hiding under leaving pool to content. It's not in here. It's just, it's not. I have to find it. Many times I know I've sent it. Of course, also, sorry about that. Just got a call. But just know that on Thursdays, that's not on here. You don't see Dr. Baywoo's Thursday ambassador training. So make sure you annotate annotate it as well. Everybody, I want you guys to go to your Planet app right now. And I want you to open up your Planets app. This is the interactive portion. Now, I want someone to tell me, where do you find your IMV recordings? You can come off mute. Where do you find your IMV recordings?
Isn't it under the videos?
You have to walk them through it, India. Like, what button would you push to go to?
Oh Lord, give me a minute. I was in the middle of doing something. Oh gosh. Okay. Wait, that's not it. Oh. Info Center, library, and you can do either audio calls or video calls. And then there's a drop down box right up under that, and you select that, whether you're US or international. And then you just select the one you want by date.
Awesome. Thank you so much, India. That was good. Very, very good. So everyone, tracking how you can go into your Planet app, like we discussed, and you can also find find out the IMV audios that you can listen to in your ear pods or whatever you got in your ear. This right
So
here
we're going to go
also
through
a
this,
training.
and I'm going to
Can
give you
guys see
some
this
notes.
video?
So make sure you do have a notebook so that you can take some notes. But as you can
Yes, you
see
can see
here
it. I
at
know
the
you
top, you
can't.
will have the notification bell. This is where anytime
Can
there's
y'all
a
see this?
notification, somebody watches a
We
video
can.
or anything like that,
Yes.
this will turn red
And you can
and
hear
to
it?
notify you that you do have a
Yes.
notification.
Okay.
This little circle
So
with
this
the arrow
training is
that
done
keeps you
by
logged
Director
in or
Tanisha
logged
Burke.
out.
It breaks it
But we're
down
going to go
Barney
right
style.
here
She
to
goes through this
the
about
Get
34
Started
minutes.
section. When you come here, you will see
In
the 4
retrospect,
steps to a great
it
start. So
hadn't
this is
changed too much
basically
since
just
she's
your
done this training.
training
I am going
of,
to
an
drop this
agenda of the training
inside
that
of
your
the
success coach is going to go
chat
over with
as
you. But
well,
what I want you to do is
so
to
that you
click
guys
on
can see it.
go
But
to
I very
training
much
videos.
encourage you
Now, your
to use
homework
this
assignment is going to be to watch all of these.
Jennae, is that Tanisha talking?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
That is Tanisha. Let me stop this on my side. So I will drop the link right now so you can see it. And then OtterBox for me, I also put the takeaways from the meeting in there. Also, you can see the full link summary in there on that link too as well. So grab a look for notes. You can grab that link as well in the chat. For those who are looking at the recording, I believe I can copy and paste this and put it in the description for you as well. So make sure I do that real quick. All right, I'll tell you why to me the app is so important. One of the things that I really like about being able to see the app is your leads. If you are not using your leads, you definitely need to go to your leads. I usually have my calendar in a hard book and my notebook, but you guys, I bounce around so much that I've lost so many calendars and notebooks. It's my own fault, but I know my limitations, right? And every time I get upset with myself, because inside of that, I have information like names of individuals and notes for myself that I have, put in there. Well, after this last time, I was like, enough is enough. I am going to incorporate using my something digital. So my calendar doesn't get lost on my digital. my information doesn't get lost on my digital. So I use the app to put in my people, my leads. Even if I haven't shared anything with them, even if I just pique their interest for right now, I put their information in because it gives me their names of remembrance. So it works good for me that way. I think I might have shared this with you guys before, but another tool that you can use as well as your Planet app is Trello. Trello is a free app that you can use that will annotate different things. Like this young lady, I just got her phone number, so I'm going to annotate her. But this is a Facebook Connect. This was a young lady I was telling you about that that basically has wants to do solo travel. But here I have people's birthdays, the leads, peak interest, that kind of thing, as well as like the follow-ups, my 333 travel, just different listings for me to know where I'm at. I also have what we call go for no. These are people who have said next time, next opportunity. It allows me to do different follow-ups. So Trello is another board that you can use. And like I said, I usually go with what's happening. DMOs, I have my DMOs listed because again, I've lost my DMOs list for some times. And so I've made sure I put my follow-ups. These are my income producing prospects, birthdays, making sure I'm posting the things that are those key things that I need to do for my business. Y'all see, I just broke it down for me, four things that I do on a regular, consistently basis that gets me into gear. You do yours as you see fit. Like I said, this is a free platform, so it doesn't cost you anything. I have my travel parties in there and different locations of places I've been and travel. Okay, so you can use Trello or any other. There's other different platforms out there too, but between this and the Planet app, I'm not going to be losing anymore. And you can use that good old fashioned Excel spreadsheet too, because I still know that's still being that's a thing that's still being used, and that's how I started off. Which now, speaking of, that goes into, as we get ready to wrap it up, it goes into our list. So, can someone tell me where you can find 4 ways to getting started in your app? Everybody should have your app open. Or tell us how to get to it, I should say. We're looking for the list.
Is it the video?
4 ways to a great start is a video.
So under getting started from the app on your dashboard, it brings you to the getting started, the 4 steps to a great start.
Yes, it does. And then where would you find the actual checklist for it? Ken, that was good.
The checklist.
Yeah, 4 ways to a great start has a checklist, so I'll walk you guys through it. If you hit your info center.
I got it.
Okay, who got it?
Me.
Go for it.
Yeah, it was info center, resources,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 4 steps to a great start.
Thanks, Z. Did y'all get that?
I got it, yeah.
Okay, and it's 4 steps.
Okay, I have this, yeah.
And then does anyone see where it says to create your list? On the 4 steps to great, 4 steps to great start.
That's not the memory jogger, right?
It's
No, it's
under number 2.
Yep, it's under number 2.
2B.
Yep, that's good. Thanks, Z. It's under 2B, the outline. Create and categorize your prospect list champs.
A lot of pressure coming to your home
So the
track.
first person who can tell me what champ is, I'm going to go ahead and drop that one of the CMI creative trips in your in the inside of the chat. Who can tell me what champ is?
Children, household, money. Oh God, I don't know what the A is for.
Activities.
Y'all can throw it in the chat to the first person.
Oh, you gotta put it in the chat.
You can put it in the chat or come off mute.
Children. Okay, you did say that. Now follow instructions.
you can say it out loud and put it in the chat too. Either or.
Okay.
Because I know sometimes it's easier for people to type it out.
You're from Jamaica.
I was trying to memorize it, but y'all go ahead. And some children household.
Thank you, Miss
What is
Monica.
that? What is that A for? I cannot remember that A. Active? No, it's not active.
Who got it? Who's next? We want to give it a try.
He shows up at regionals, gets qualified time, and here he is to defend.
All right. That was a good try, Miss Munchkin, Miss Danny. All right, we're gonna go. It's not listed in here, but it's listed in the video. But champs, the C stands for children. Do you want on your list of people? First of all, if the list is really clear, you want to know, who you're actually want to interview certain people. Like a lot of people are little people. It depends. Z said children, homeowner, age, money, and forgot the P. So here, do you have a list of people and you want to categorize them by champs, CHAMPS? That's 6 things, right? And for each one of the people that you list, you want to put a little line by it, right? So the person who has the most, that's the person you want to talk to in reference to this opportunity because they have the qualifications. So it's like an interview process. When you go to a job interview, they already gave you a PD, a position description. So you kind of know whether or not you'll fit inside the description. And then you go for the interview questions. Nothing different than when you are looking for a prospect and you're on Facebook and you want to see if they match up with your criteria of what you want as a person. You might hear people say, look for your avatar or look for your tribe. Your vibe attacks your tribe or your community. And I'm going to tell you, you don't have to have a huge community. You can have a community of 2, 3. It's about the quality of the people that you have versus the quantity of people. Because I don't know if you've seen these influencers or people who are content creators and they have thousands and thousands of followers, but then you look at their comments, they may have 100 likes or different things of that nature. It's not a big, the analytics are very, very off, big time. So they have the quantity of numbers, but they don't have the quality of followers, truly people who are there influencing to be a part of your community. So when you're doing your list and you're looking for these individuals online or offline, the first thing you see is for children. Do they have children? H is for household. Are they paying, do they own a home or are they renting a home? Mortgage, mortgage versus non-mortgage. A is for age. How old are they? What is their go ahead, Miss Danny.
I'm sorry, I was so excited, but I couldn't think of that A. Age.
Yeah. You're looking for a certain demographic. Millennials, baby boomers, Gen Z, Gen X. What are you looking for? Because it tailors the conversation. Most times they said between those who are 35 and up, both basically established, in the careers. But now the millennials have changed that, and then the following ones after them have changed their dynamics because they are coming out the gate being entrepreneurs. So you're looking again at the different demographics of who you're tailored and catering to. Then the M is for marriage. Are they married? Yes or no? 2 is better than 1 if they're married. get into that, yep, see, you got it, married, professional, successful. Get into that part of, hey, they got a wife, they got a husband, dynamic duo, get a dream team together, make it work for them. The P for professionalism. What is their profession? Do they have a career, 9 to 5? Are they full-time entrepreneur, brick and mortar, or click and order? What do they got going on as far as their profession? And then successful or success. And this can be varied, because how do you measure one's success, right? So I would say / or put in parentheses skill set. Success or put in skill set. What is their skills? Like, what are they good at? What do you see on social media that they're really good at, that you see them? Are they an inspirational, motivational type of speaker, or a person who is all about sharing light, laugh, and love throughout their whole profile page? Are they business oriented, driven, that they're always talking about business, entrepreneurship? You can tell these different things when you go to different people's personal profile pages. So those are one of the things, if you're doing an online, that you can use Champs for. And if all your thing if you go 6, if they got all 6 of these criteria, they'll be at the top of your list. If they have 5, they go next. If they have 4, they go next. If they have 3, they go, I say phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 phases. The first group, that's a military, call it the fastest group. They run it like 5, 6, between 5 and 7 minute miles. They fast, right? And then you got phase 2 with 5, 3, 4, and so forth. To even the ones, because people be like, well, what if they only got 3? What if they only got 2? Well, they phase 5 and 6. That's just their time in their life right now. They may not be ready are capable to have $200 to invest in an opportunity, but I don't never count them out, because everybody's time and situation is different. And I think Mr. Shedrick White said it even better. I think it was the pastor Mike. He was talking about you, and even Dion. You got to go get it. If you're hungry, or if you're in a position in your life where you're hungry, you don't have to go tell a hungry person who need to go get their dinner, to go get their dinner. They hungry, they gonna go eat, period. But then you have people who are humble. It's 2 different things. So if you have a person who's in a situation where they may not be ready, but they are hungry, you got to look out for them, because right now they're just in a season, a position in their life that they're not ready or investing. But I also know that there are some people who have went and found $200 somewhere, somehow, some way, and capitalized on that $200 investment and got a 5-figure return. Isn't that a lovely thing to do, right? So never count out those who are in their different phases, but I also keep aware of not wanting to pick low-hanging fruit, meaning like you have people who look up to you, but do they also have something to bring to the table with you? Dr. Shirley Chisholm says, bring your seat to the table. Well, in some cases, you want to create your own table. Who are you going to have around your table? Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. He says, hey, look, if you're creating your own table, who are the people that's going to be sitting at your table that you want to mastermind with? So if you got people that are constantly looking up to you, you're pouring into them, but no one is pouring into you. Henry Ford, who didn't even have a high school education, didn't even read, he surrounded himself by people who knew more than what he did, because all he had to do was pick up one of the several phones that he had on his desk to reach out and touch someone who was a subject matter expert to let them tell him the answer to the question that was being proposed to him. So think about those things when you're also creating your list of individuals, but never count anybody out based off of their circumstances or their situation at the time. Does anyone have any questions about the list and Champs and how that works? All right, good deal. Okay, so the last thing as we close out. So we have approximately about 30 days, 33, today's the 5th, so 32 days to July the 7th. So I am going to create a 3-day boot camp that's going to be kicking off on June the 7th and will run to July the 7th. what this 3-day boot camp is going to be: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Friday being the first day. And what's going to happen is there's going to be one play called for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I only say one play because that's all I can handle unless I get some more help to help me. But that's all I can do for right now. But what this is entitled to do is those who are not used to the marketing side, but you guys are super duper travel producers and you're just ready to dig in and dive in and open up your matrix, or you already opened up your matrix because you already only need 2 people to open up your matrix to start getting that residual income. And some of you have already done that, but if you haven't and you just need to get that one, then that second one, so we get to bronze builder and to different levels, then guess what? This bootcamp is going to be designed to help you. I started doing the Thursday income producing activities and everyone loved that and enjoyed his small group where everybody can come to the table and they do their DMOs and then we focus on income producing activities. Well, the 3-day boot camp is going to be focused on how to keep the interest, to get to the shoulder plan, to do a 3-way call or 3-way chat. And that's the last thing I'm going to show you is, I'll share my screen with you on, is the 3-way chat. Because I know people had questions about 3-way chat and how does that work versus a 3-way call. It works the same way. The only difference is you don't have to basically get with everybody's time schedule. So it helps out to get people all on the same sheet of music without having to be like, oh, what's your schedule? What's your schedule? What's your schedule? Right? Because it always comes a factor. So here you can just go ahead and put myself, the prospect, or your upline, the prospect, I like to say travel bestie, the prospect, and you inside of it. And I'm just going to pull up a couple. I'll pull up Dr. Christina since she's on here. She has mastered this 3-way chat to no avail. So here is one. I look at who she put me in with different individuals. And so here she says, hey ladies, happy Mother's Day. I pray all is well and stay celebrate. Jennae, she's introducing me to the prospect. Meet Bernadette, who's interested in becoming a travel advisor. Bernadette and I went to the University of Phoenix together and I was stationed in Miami. We were on a team and did presentations together and with the storm finishing school. And then she edifies me to Bernadette. Jennae is my business partner and super amazing as you get to know her and see her work. We support each other in our travel business and we do the same with you. Like we say in the military, we leave no one behind. Be sure to watch the video I sent to you and I'm here and we're here for any questions that you may have. Congratulations in advance on taking a step to create your travel business. And Bernadette came back with thank you. And I said, hello, Bernadette, pleasure to meet you. I am also UOP alumni. As you know, Christina Schindler is absolutely amazing. And I will tell you, she is a super duper travel producer. She loves to help people and is moving and shaking things up to get it done. You definitely connected to the right one. So based on what Christina shared, what questions do you have? Here we can see that she read it. That's the one thing. But Dr. C has to go back and follow up with her because that was on May 13th. And she probably went to sleep since then to be like, hey, Bernadette, did you see the message that Jennae came back with? Because she didn't come back with any questions. But that's a good way to go back and follow up with your person, right? To say, hey, did you happen to see that message? Well, we know that she's seen it because we see the little icon behind it. That's why I love Messenger. But this is in essence of what a 3-way chat is all about. And Lauren is already a part of it. And here is another one she did with another young lady. This young lady got started as well. And so did Miss Lauren. So again, that is a 3-way chat. You just create a chat group for your individual. You sent them the video, let them know, hey, I created a chat group with my super duper travel bestie or whatever. When you get a chance, I want you to go in the chat. I'm going to introduce you and I'm going to introduce her. And if you have any questions, we'll make sure we get your questions answered. Do you guys have any questions on that? Jay did her first one in Bali, away on workation and working. Congratulations. Any questions?
Jennae, if you don't
Mhm.
mind me asking, when you, I think the chat concept is really neat. But when you, once they watch the video and you are in the chat, basically, after they finish, I mean, is it something that they basically put in and say, hey, I'm done, or I watched it, and then you proceed then with the rest of the conversation?
Most of the time when they're putting them in the chat, I'll show one more.
They've already watched it, or
they've already watched it. Yeah.
okay, got it.
Because one of the young ladies, she says, as she does her through a chat at the very end, she says, I want to make sure after you watch the video, or no, not after. She said, I want to make sure that, yeah, after watching the video, you can ask any questions that you have in this chat group message. So
Okay.
it does a couple of things. If they've already watched it, which most of the time it's really hard sometimes because everybody be looking at that app. And this is the thing I have to say about the app. Just be very careful. You might want to go under activities, and you might be saying, "Oh, no one, they haven't seen the app." Well, that doesn't mean they haven't watched it. I have had people who have watched the app, and then it doesn't say nothing on my activity. So I stopped doing that, and I literally just say in the chat, "Hey, if after watching the video, here's our chat group. You have any questions, by all means, put it in." So it makes sure that they watch the video, and then it makes sure for them after they finish watching the video, they have somewhere to go to ask the questions.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If it's on a Zoom, it's even better because you're on a Zoom and you can see them on a Zoom, or you can check in on the Zoom or follow up with them and say, "Hey, are you on?" And because there'd be so many people on the Zoom, I can't find you. That's what I say. I'd be like, "Oh my," especially if it's like a director, maybe it's like 40-something people. I'm like, "Hey, what name are you on the Zoom?" to make sure that I'm not overlooking you, because sometimes people be iPhone or Android, right? So
right,
then if they're not on the Zoom, they'll jump on the Zoom, and then they'll tell you, or if they're already on the Zoom, then they'll let you know. But this keeps you from asking, "Are you on the Zoom?" I hate asking that question. Like, I don't want to be checking people. I just want to be like, "Hey, what name are you on for the Zoom so I can find you?" Because you can hit the search and you can find people that way. But sometimes it's too much work because, like I said, they might be on the iPhone or they might be on the Android. So I just simply ask, "What's your name?" All right, so 3-day boot camp kicks off on Friday, June the 7th. We talked about the three-way chat. Three-way chat works really great for me, as even if I'm on the plane, I can get access to Messenger through the Wi-Fi in the sky. But what I can't get on is a phone call. So it works really great in retrospects for me. And the question might be, well, what if they want to have a conversation? If they want to have a conversation verbally, that's absolutely fine too. I do voice memos as well as text. But if they want to transition onto the phone, we can absolutely do that if that's easier for them. And some people may not be on Messenger, right? So then they may be on LinkedIn. That's okay. We can jump on LinkedIn. Whatever platform is easy. If you're on Instagram and that's how you're doing your thing, Instagram got a chat group too. Message. Through Instagram messages, they have that too. So every platform, to include TikTok, has a messaging platform. The only thing with TikTok, I don't think you can do groups with TikTok. I know you can for Insta, and I know you can for LinkedIn. I don't know enough about TikTok to know if you can do it on their message to create a group for that. And WhatsApp as well. So we kick off on the boot camp. So look for things on like WhatsApp, how to prospect on WhatsApp. Because if you did not know, like for me in different countries, and this is only if you're looking at the market, because that's one of the things that's going to be a boot camp, is being able to know the market. Do you know the 31 countries we're in? And if you do, are you comfortable with looking at your friends list and seeing how many people are in those specific countries? Are you willing to, sew into them, even if they're across the pond? Sometimes it works like that. You might be in a group. I'm in an organization called Mom Link Turn Her Link, but a lot of people are across the world that are entrepreneurs, that are women. And they're always looking to do different things because they're home base already at home. And that's one thing I realized. And they're looking for something. They're looking for things to do to make additional income in places that they live. I'm talking about expat communities. Like a lot of them are Americans who live in different countries because they're expat, but they still are based and tied to the US, meaning they haven't given up citizenship or anything of that nature. So that's another option, but they operate on WhatsApp. So people think WhatsApp is just communication, but WhatsApp has transitioned. Like when you fill out your profile on the WhatsApp, you can fill that profile out to say exactly what it is that you do. You can absolutely upload stories that people can actually see what you do, a little bit about you. It's becoming a whole different vibe for WhatsApp. So that'll be some of the things in the boot camp to also open up and share it to what you will have to do for your play call. And then also like knowing your market. It's like a play call. How do you find your market? Or do a screenshot of what's in your backyard or knowing your numbers in your backyard. So it'll be up to you to figure out how to go in and get that resource, because all these things are either located in your Planet back office. They're all located in your Planet back office. And then some of them are also located on your app. Does anybody, and before, everyone has to have a buy-in to be a part of this 3-day boot camp. I'm not just going to send this out to everybody because it may not be for everybody. It might not be for you. But if you are interested in participating in this 3-day boot camp, just send me a message to say boot camp. Just text me boot camp. And then let me know. I'll put you on the list. And so you'll be different, and it'll be a different thing for you all together. So text me boot camp if you're in to do this 3-day boot camp for the next 30 days. Again, specifically focus on things that's going to help you with your income producing activities. That's probably going to stretch you a little bit for things that you may have never done before. That's going to have you doing some things of that nature. So, hey, you ready to be stretched? Type in boot camp.
Jennae, what's the times? I know you said Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but what times? Is it a specific?
No specific time. It's just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm calling one play a day for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. I'm not going to be very particular in at 8 a.m. it's going to be this. No, it's just going to be a play call for that day, and you're going to have time to get it back in on that Monday. On the days at the play call. So it usually be like, here's play call for the day to show what the play is and give you instructions, and then have a time frame when you have to return or have to be completed with the play.
Okay.
All right. So again, let me know. Send me a text message. You can put it in the chat right now. I'll take it. Probably
okay.
Easy.
Add me.
Okay. I got Miss Danny, and I got Kim, and I got India. All right. And anybody else? Again,
me too.
You got it. Oh, Dr. Jetsetter. You have until Friday, to see if there's something you want to do. If you're brand new to marketing, I always tell people this will be advantageous to you, because that's how I learned a lot just by jumping in boot camps, and I didn't even know what I was doing, period. But it sure did teach me a lot in doing so. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. We have the opportunity meeting. If you have somebody that's going to be plugging in, that's going on now. 7, 8, 9. So if you had anybody plugged in, then at 7:30. Yep, at 7:30 or 8, I should say 9:30, we have training again, marketing. So it's going to be 5-star director Latoya Mayberry and 4-star Petro Daniels. So again, 2 6-figure income earners who want to be doing the training for tonight at 9:30 p.m. So you don't want to miss it, because that one unfortunately is not recorded. All right, ladies, you guys be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your Winning Wednesday, and I'll see you on the later calls. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye, everybody else that's online.
Night. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.